So let's talk about some facts and stats with Facebook that I think everyone should know. I'm going to go through this with the three different platforms. Again, what I'm looking for from you is you may find some aha moments in here and say, I didn't realize I could do podcast on YouTube where there's a whole program for it. I love video podcasts. Okay, then stick with that. I'm going to give you facts of where the opportunities are, and you can kind of decide on where, of course, you would like to pursue those opportunities. So facts on Facebook, 79% of monthly users are going to log in daily. So a lot of people are like, my customers aren't there. There's a lot of people that are still logging in every single day when they wake up. Over 72% of users are also going to be on YouTube, WhatsApp, and Instagram. So doing some additional marketing and retargeting on those other channels, or producing extra content for those platforms is really important. Facebook is a favorite social platform for 35 to 44 demographic, right? The growing demographic. I'm in that demographic. Here's the interesting thing. 57% of Americans say stories make them feel like part of a community. So Sarah Lynn, I'll pick on you again. I like seeing your stories. You have lots of interesting stories. Stories are on Facebook, stories are on Instagram, stories are on TikTok. I think they even have stories for YouTube now. And essentially what they do is they just live for 24 hours. It's like a behind the scenes look. What's somebody doing throughout the day? I get a lot of views on my stories, even when I'm talking and promoting stuff with links. So a lot of stories make people feel like it's kind of behind the scenes. And you can use lots of stories to repurpose into Facebook Reels as well too. Now, 95% of people use Facebook on their mobile device, but 81.8% of people strictly access the platform via mobile. So if you're running any ads, if you're doing any other stuff, most people are gonna be looking at your stuff on mobile. I'm going to show you some techniques to really take over more screen space over on mobile, but just keep in mind, like most people are carrying around their cell phones with Facebook. I mean, 80% of people only use their phones for Facebook. It's crazy. 31% of Americans regularly get their news from Facebook. This is scary and should give you a big opportunity as well too. The problem is a lot of people, there've been some studies done that there's a lot of misperception of the news, obviously, because of the different newscasts out there. But because a lot of people say that they get their news for something like on Facebook, where really newspapers have done this for years, they split test lots of different headlines in the news feed. So if you're just reading headlines in your news feed, they're being tested for clickbait to get back over to the news site. Doesn't necessarily mean they're facts, but people think that they're getting their news. All this to say, if you're talking about current affairs, current topics in your content, a lot of people are coming to Facebook to keep updated on news, on content. So align some of your content with what's going on in the news right now. 50% of customers still want to discover new products through Facebook stories, just tripping upon people, finding people inside of their stories. Facebook beats out TikTok for short form video, actually. 68% of the users, or 60% of the users share YouTube's the best. But what's interesting is right now, TikTok has a huge adoption rate, but there's more videos being posted on Facebook. And we see a big opportunity there as well. And here's why. More posts are going to be recommended by AI. So what Zuckerberg's doing is they're pulling a card out from what TikTok's doing. And they're basically saying, hey, look, what's basically going to happen over the next couple of years or two, we're going to start showing more recommended content in the feed. And we know that we're going to do our job because the content in the beginning is going to displace some other content. So meaning friends and families posts aren't going to show up as much as you're going to start to see stranger posts. And it's going to lead people to connecting with each other less in start connecting more with each other in all the metrics that we focus on. And it'll actually lead to people connecting more and more and being satisfied with the product. So for example, if you scroll through Facebook, you will see Reels. Reels show up all the time in the feed. These are videos of people you are not connected with. If you are making regular Reels on Facebook, Facebook is determined to show your Reels to a cold audience, not just friends and family. Work on Reels. I've seen some of the best reach that I've had in just into a cold audience, only coming from producing Reels. Here's the crazy thing, by the way, I want to mention with Reels. Nick and I did this as an experiment because we learned by doing this presentation back in January, we learned that you do not have to have a following. You do not have to follow anybody. You can scroll through TikTok within 30 seconds and TikTok knows what kind of content you already like and how to target you. It doesn't take that long. So Nick and I had heard, well, wait a minute, you don't have to have any followers and you don't have to follow anybody and people will see your content. That doesn't make sense. So we set up a brand new YouTube. Didn't ask, didn't email anybody about it, set up a brand new Instagram, set up a brand new Facebook page, and we set up a brand new TikTok. And we started posting only 1-minute reels. We started cranking out 1-minute reels. Some videos got 20 views, some 5, some 1,500, some 10,000. Are they all my qualified market? Not necessarily. But is Facebook starting to show my reels to a cold market that I didn't have to build a fan page with, grow a following with? These 1-minute videos inside of reels are huge. Even written content too. Like I'm interested in some kind of crazy kind of like brain science stuff that I like, or some weird history. I don't know, these weird facts started coming up, suggested for you. Same thing over here. This is suggested for you. This is a local TV station here. So it just seemed like relevant content, which is interesting. So more posts recommended by AI. Eventually, Zuckerberg's view is that 40% of the content in your main Facebook feed will come from pages you don't follow. Produce good content. The wave is changing. You don't just have to have followers or be following people. Good content's going to do well. Short form video is just skyrocketing. Again, Facebook actually beats out TikTok when it comes to short form video consumption among US audiences. Now, video is going to have the highest ROI of any media platform format by far, followed by images, blog posts, podcast, other audio content. You can see here right here, what media formats have the highest ROI, top 6. Cranking out on video can be very profitable. We're going to work on that with you. Images, case studies, podcasts. Podcasts are working a lot better. I haven't really seen infographics work that well, really, in the last couple of years. Reason being is because a lot of infographics would just be really big, and then you click on the image, and it makes the image small, and you can't read stuff. And videos right now are crushing it. Just one small thing: 46% of marketers include Facebook videos in their marketing efforts. If you're not doing it right now inside your videos, make sure that you are giving a call to action in the middle of the video. That's actually where people have a higher click-through rate. Some people say, "Hey, I'll wait till the end to have a call to action." Hey, at the very beginning, I'll just tell my brand and a call to action. Nah, people click higher typically when you're halfway through the video. Say, if you're interested in this content, check out my profile or click on down below. Okay, last thing I'm going to talk about Facebook. I've talked a lot of this with people inside of our masterminds. People are like, give me the best interest to target. Well, Michael here's on the call gave us a tip inside of our Genius Society. I'm going to share with you in a little bit on how to get some great new Facebook interests. But for the most part, Facebook is eliminating more and more interest. Targeting has become wider and wider. So what works for us is if we combine like 1% lookalike audience of buyers, 2%, 3%, 4%, 5%, 6%, we bundle all those audiences together, it gives us really wide reach. And that's where we get our best performance. Facebook's been saying it for a long time. Google's been saying it for a long time. I have for a long time, and I'll say the same thing here. Focus less on your targeting on Facebook. Focus more on your content. Facebook, Google is removing targeting options. They're all saying focus more on your content. This is why this call is just urgent and timely.